This Mishnah discusses how weak a barrel can be before considering it broken and therefore not susceptible to Tumah, and how weak a shard can be before considering it broken and therefore not susceptible to Tumah. So the Mishnah starts off, Chavis, a barrel, shenisraya, that's weak. And how weak is it? Ve'ena yichol hitaltel. It's not able to be carried. You're not able to carry this barrel. Bechatzi kav gregris. If there's a half a kav of dried figs in it, tahira, it's considered broken and therefore tahar. So in this case we have a barrel here, and the barrel has cracks all over it. And if you would put in a half a kav of figs, then the whole thing would shatter. And a half a kav of figs is the equivalent of one meal. And that's the threshold where a weak barrel is considered broken and tahar. However, the Mishnah says gistera, a valid shard. Now interestingly, the word gistera is a compound word. It's one word that's made up of two separate words. Gise, tray, two sides. A vessel that broke into two parts. So gistera is a valid shard. Shenisraya, that became weak. Ve'ena mekabeles mashkin, and it's not able to accept, to hold water, to hold liquids, because it will seep through the cracks. Even though it can hold food items. Tahira, it's still considered tahar, it's still considered broken and tahar. She'ein shiyarin lishiyarin, because there's no leftovers to leftovers. Meaning, what would they use shards for in those days? They would use a shard to patch up a vessel if the vessel had a crack in it. So if a vessel has a crack in it and it's leaking, you would put a shard to patch it up. But if the shard itself has a leak, so you're not going to use a patch for a patch, and you will just throw out that cracked shard. And therefore, a cracked shard is tahor, because there's no leftovers to leftovers. You don't patch up a patch. So in summary, a weak barrel has to minimally be able to hold a half a kav of dried figs, and a shard has to minimally be able to hold liquids. Now it's your turn to read.